A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Returning from the 18-yard line. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Now that's the way to start the ball game. A return all the way across midfield. With the kick return team, they're going to get a big old thank you when they get to the sideline. Nothing like starting your offense with a short field to begin the game.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They're going play action. Vacates quickly left side. Finds him on the crossing route. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Escapes out to the left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. You've aids them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
2nd and 3. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it inside the 10. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And quick to the left, it's caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Cade. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you're getting ready to stay in the schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing it again here. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. They can't stop us.
They go play action here. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Throwing now on 1st down. Complete out to the right side. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connects with Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Still sticking with the passing game. He's on the move. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and of course, is the throwaway.
They'll throw it again. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Here he is on 3rd and long. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Browns kick is up and good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25.
Keep it up! Get paid!
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Benson on the counter. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Finds Hyatt. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They connect on the deep shot. And that's a New York touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
That's what we do! Way to make the play.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Benson now from the gun. And he does what he can there, up to the 25. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 25 on 2nd down. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Adisa Isaac stops him there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stop at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
2nd and 10 now. Neighbors with a catch. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more of a modest gain.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. Another chance for it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants parlay the interception into points. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
In it to win it.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. And they're going for this. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
New set of downs for him at the 38. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
As the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
He'll throw it yet again. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Unfortunately, the Cardinals made it to that one first. They'll maintain possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup. but you really dictate to that offense. Third and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return starts at the 3. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
Put him down, defense. Movement here, guys. Shut them down. Go defense. Make us back. Come on, defense. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Defense.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
All right, let's control the trenches.
He'll throw it. Chased out to his right. Throwing deep down the left side. That's complete inside the 35. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Hard defense. All right, defense. Okay, let's go. Kick him, defense. Make him feel it, baby. They can't move the ball in our defense.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action here. Headed out right. He's trying another one deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Oh, the ball is loose again. And the Cardinals grab it. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Benson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that brings up 4th and long. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows Three isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And the man is there to knock that away. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially in these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy, right? Grab some cloth and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He finds it right side. Touchdown, New York. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants grow the lead now to 22 points. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Benson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They give on 2nd to Benson. And he's up across the 45 on a small gain. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Benson once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's only 2 on the pickup, and they remain 2 yards shy as it brings up 4. Back to throw, leading the 1st. This one quickly to Harrison. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's trying to push the field. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's looking deep once again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's 2nd down coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces he incomplete.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Hits his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Giants football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the 4th.
Get on it! Get on it! Oh!
Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. It was money on his first field goal, Brock. His 2nd coming a little inside of 50 yards. Browns kick is up and good. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Get ready!
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Get to the house!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Throwing it again on 2nd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. The give now to Benson. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He's going to throw this one. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Pay for this? Want my money back. Guys, we can do better.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and throw it here. And they pick him off again. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw it, I know this feeling. It's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. From midfield now. Gets this to Johnson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Giving him even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A throw on 1st. He lets one fly deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So 2nd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Throwing off the play fake here. Connects on the crosser. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
Now an inside give to Benson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. They're going play action. That's caught for the first. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On 2nd and 9. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Finds a man right side. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They send a receiver in motion right. They'll run here. It's Benson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Benson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Giants' hands team secures the football. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. And they're going to throw. No spike. Trying to catch him off guard. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 3rd down. That is a big gain, They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run here on first down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Glendale.